And hello to all of my Libras. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading. Libras, let's do it. All right, Libras, hopefully you all are having a great week. If it is Thursday where you are, we are officially now in the first quarter moon phase in Leo, right? Right. All right, Libras, let's get into it. So you'll know you landed on the bright side of the moon in Leo, and just even leading up to this, if you've been feeling more exuberant, creative, broad-minded, colorful, and fun-loving. In contrast, you'll know that anybody that's connected to your universe, even is affecting you because they've landed on the dark side of the moon, if they're more self-indulgent, self-centered, conceited, overbearing, and even bullying. All right, let's do it. Let's see. As an air sign in particular, as an air sign, a Leo moon, it lends a dynamic, compelling quality to your people-oriented personality. So you may feel a little bit more more open to or a little bit more proud of your legacy, or being proud of being able to operate in your in what you've worked so hard for. And so there's nothing wrong with that, as long as there's no arrogance attached to it. So it's okay to celebrate you, right? Celebrate you, stay in that space, celebrate you. Something from your past is that was painful for you, kind of is trying to rear its ugly head. And so remember to stay in a very high vibrational positive space. Somebody is actually ready for change. So even if it's something from your past that's trying to rear its ugly head, Libra, the best thing I can tell you all to do is just recognize that you've walked away from some very manipulative energies in your past. There could be two things that's still outstanding, two energies that's still outstanding that God wants you to walk away from, and without any fear whatsoever. It could be deeply heartbreaking, deeply disappointing for you. But again, Source is saying that's where your breakthrough is going to come from, when you decide, hey, there's two things that's outstanding that I need to make some adjustments. I really need to make some adjustments. And so Source is saying, if you don't know exactly what those things are, Mercury is currently retrograde. So God will send the answers to you, and however what best suits you, right? Remember, it's between you and Source. You can talk in your own private time. God, help me with something that I'm not seeing. Help me. Instead of sitting around overthinking it, right? You have a loved one with these cups of water here. You have loved ones. It's like you have fresh creativity coming your way. I mean, to stay focused on the things that you are grateful for, like the things that you are happy. If you have a family, I'm grateful. I'm blessed that I have that. If you got good friends around you, you got your soul tribe around you. Focus on your blessings and not any burdens, in your life. Even if you're single and by yourself and you just have a peace of mind, you left behind a bunch of drama. Be grateful for that, Libra, because that's what Source wants everybody to focus on now that moon in Leo. Remember, Leo is ruled by the moon. If you didn't know that, now you know. And so remember, you all are ruled by Venus, the goddess of love. So this moon in Leo really illuminates your entire universe, giving you an opportunity to look at what is in my life that's throwing my scales out of balance. Is it somebody else's drama? If it is, I'm going to have to release it so that I can, again, live my absolute best life. Right, here we have the Seven of Pentacles. This is going to be the trade-off here. We have the Seven of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, the Star card, the King of Swords, the Eight of Swords, and also the Magician card. Magician card lets me know there's some messages coming to you, coming back up from the past, Libra. And Source is saying you're hopeful moving forward. You're hopeful moving forward. And you are optimistic and you're blissful. Not to go back to your past, but your future is hopeful, blissful, and optimistic. You're optimistic about your future. You're ready for a change. You're ready to be liberated from something, right? That was you were overthinking, and of course, it was like mental abuse for yourself to overthink. Because imagine being on the beach and you can't even enjoy the beach. You got on blindfolds and you got on these restrictions, and they're not even really tight. A person is like having tissue around your wrist. You could just pop them off. And all of these lipstick tubes, this particular deck, these are lipstick tubes. This is the Glamour tarot deck, but these are actually really swords. And so you have enough around you. It's like a person who is in their mind, like really rethinking stuff over and over and over again. And source is like, focus on your own inner peace. Even if you're single, focus on your inner child, your divine masculine to your divine feminine, and your inner child. Focus on those things, right? Here we have the King of Swords. This is a person who is knowledgeable and very wise, about things. I do see your money growing. Here we have the Seven of Pentacles. So your money is growing. Here's another thing too, is that you'll start to see that situations are taking care of themselves. If you really pay attention, Libra, if you continue to be obedient with staying focused on protecting your inner child, your peace, and staying connected to where you are appreciated, not simply where you are tolerated, other things will take care of themselves. You'll see. You'll notice things will start to they're taking care of themselves. Here we have the Queen of Coins, the Ten of Wands, the Ace of Coins, the Six of Swords, the High Priestess, and also the Moon card. So yeah, the Moon card came out twice. Again, further reiterating, somebody could be, thinking they have some secrets or having something on you. But again, sources saying it doesn't even really matter. Your past is behind you. It doesn't have to overwhelm you unless you allowed it, because I see you being booked and busy. So as long as you stay focused and you're in your light, trust that source is taking care of everything that's in your past. And when I tell you, I have seen some crazy things happen as a result of a person or people trying to box with God. Here you are working directly for source, right? You're in your purpose. That's working for. So we're not talking about religion, right? You're working directly for God, and people are trying to disrupt, trying to come up, from your past, resurface from your past. Like I said before, you giving a whole lot of thought to it should remind you why you moved on from something from the first place, because some people are just that treacherous, cutthroat, right? Trying to hang things over your head, trying to blackmail people, doing all kinds of things. That should just give you the steam you need to keep on moving forward. So if you're thinking about something from your past, trying to resurface, and toss it into a burning bowl. Toss it into a burning bowl. Say, source, I forgive whomever. It doesn't matter how long the list of names are. I forgive whomever for whatever. But I'm releasing this to you. I trust that any negative energy that's trying to come my way, it'll be returned to sender, right? So if somebody is highly spiritually gifted and you're definitely feeling something from your past just trying to resurface. But again, like I said before, this is because of jealousy, right? So this is how people see you. People see you, whether you're a man or woman, doesn't matter, Libra. People see you as a person who is down to earth, quite relatable. People see you as bankable. Like if they see you as a person who can earn their business money. They see that you're a person who the energy of money is very attracted to you. So you're very likable. You're very stable, rooted, grounded. Something is like people can bet on you and they're going to win, right? So that also attracts, this is feminine energy, that also attracts jealousy. It also attracts chaos and confusion, right? Why do people like them so much? Because I know certain things about them. Don't worry about that, because source is already taking care of that. So you don't have anything to worry about. When I tell you, you don't have, unless you put that at the forefront of your mind, and remember, you're giving life to it. You're an air sign, but you also have sword energy. You can take that sword and cut those thoughts in half or cut them out altogether. Here we have Ace of Coins. You've worked very hard in building your foundation. Please do not let somebody who is jealous or envious of, how other people see you. People always say, oh, well, they don't know this about them and they don't know that about them. Okay, so what? People come into your life in different chapters of your life. It wasn't meant for them to know certain things, right? So you don't worry about what other people are trying to, hang over you. You don't worry about any of that. It will take care of itself, okay? It will take care of itself. You just need to physically get as far away from it as possible. If you I think we've all heard about people who are in the spotlight, also known as celebrities, right? Everybody is celebrated to some degree. So everybody's a celebrity to somebody. We've all heard these stories about when people get to a certain level, people coming back trying to blackmail people, right? So source is saying to you, you don't need to operate in fear. You don't need to operate in fear. You don't need to operate in doubt. The past has already taken care of itself. As a matter of fact, I'll go so far as to say, as I'm looking at your cards here, is if somebody were to try something and they realize they keep coming up against source, not you, they're coming up against source. They're not coming up against your flesh. They're coming up against source, that they will eventually try to come around and warm up to you. And so if you don't have a healthy sense of self and plant seeds, when I say plant, this is double emphasis on the seeds that you plant. You're not planting seeds of fear, doubt, uncertainty. You're not planting seeds or not watering those seeds with, like I said, fear would be an emotion, right? You're not watering those with fear. You're not watering seeds with doubt, none of those things, right? Uncertainty, any addictions, none of those things, right? Source is saying to you, there is double harvest time, because that's a double faith that you have in source, that source is taking care of whatever and whoever you left behind. Okay, and so for you, I'm seeing wish fulfillment for you. Stay laser focused. Stay laser focused. Stay laser focused. Stay laser focused. Because like I said before, there will be energies that will try to resurface from the past, that will try to, when I'm looking at the moon card here twice, it could be two situations trying to resurface. Here we have the 10 of Cups. And again, 10 of Cups came out twice, just like the 7 of Pentacles. Double harvest time, right? Double harvest time, double protection of your inner child. So you really don't have anything to worry about. You know, when you're interacting with people who are assuming that you are blessed and highly favored for whatever. It could be anything from the way you look, the way you talk, the way you walk, whatever reason, they are just as blessed and highly favored. They're spending so much time thinking about you that they're neglecting their own throne. So what are you supposed to do with that? Here we have the Page of Pentacles. This lets me know that God is sending you information. Take heed. Pay attention. Pay attention to the information that God is sending to you. This is not where you want to get tripped up and confused. I'm not sure what message God's sending to me. That's where it's sitting down and just, God, bring it to me in a dream. Show me something in the dream. Help me to move on from something, so that I'm not sitting around ruminating over it, frustrated, stressed out, drained emotionally. This is where Source is saying, get some structure, take some authority over your life, put some fire up under your air. You're an air sign, so put some fire up under that and take some authority. You know, you initiate the change, but don't put any energy towards anything from your past that will burn you out. Here we have the 8 of Wands. And so this is where quick progression of things. Source is like, not only are you going to be booked and busy, but it's going to be a quick progression of things. So, you know, you don't have to worry about the past. The past is the past for a reason. Unless you bring it forward, it won't come forward. Yep, and I don't see you wanting to bring your past forward. Let's see what else we got going on here, Libra. So, yeah. Yep, let's see what else we got going on here before we close out your reading, Libras. Let's see what else we have going on here. You know, looking at your cards, it looks like somebody's heart chakra is out of alignment. Your heart has a mind of its own. Everybody's heart has a mind of its own. And so you may think your heart is in the right place. You know, you may mean well, but if it gets to a point where people are constantly hurting you and you're not cutting them out of your life, then your heart chakra is out of alignment. Like people are showing you, this is your year. This is your year to shine. So here we have the Death card. We have La Bruja. We have La Luna. We have the High Priest. And so Source is saying, you know, put an end to your ego. Put an end to your ego. Anything that's low vibrational, causing you to operate in the flesh, Source is saying, put an end to that. You know, this is where you, again, you're sending out messages to the universe that you're smart, that you are magician energy. This is what, you know, this is right here. I thought I saw the magician card. Yep, the magician. These are the same cards. You know, that you are the magician, that you can speak anything into existence that you want. You know, so don't let your thoughts cloud, you know, what you're speaking into existence. Every time you have a negative thought about something, change it to something positive, right? Here we have the Death card. So put it into your ego. Be very proud of how far you've come. The past is the past. The moon card came out 3 times. It could be 3 situations. Like I said, trying to rear its ugly head. 2, 4, 6. It could be several situations where people think they have things on you. They think they know things about you. They, will try to use it to blackmail you to some degree. Here we have the high priest, right? So, Source is saying to you, Source is saying to you, there could be a Taurus or an Aries, or somebody who's on the cusp of Taurus and Aries, or it could be both. That, something is from the past is trying to come up. It could be a Pisces, something that's coming up from the past. Like, people could think that they know some things, but they could have those in your chart. In their chart, or you can have those in your chart. People trying to resurface something from the past, but Source is like, leave the past in the past. God was like, I will take care of that. You just physically move on from it. You physically move on from it. When people want to see you in a low frequency, they want to see you hurt. They want to see you broke, busted, and disgusted, depressed, sad, everything. So yeah, what do you need to release? Fear, doubt, uncertainty, any shaky energies around you that's keeping you nervous jitters in your stomach. I'm not really sure about my future. I don't really know how things are going to play out. All of that needs to go. All of it needs to go. It needs to go. Trust. So allow me, Divine, to give you my deepest longings, trusting you to know exactly how to handle them. That's right. Give it all over to Source, because otherwise your enemies, you're giving a lot of life to that kind of energy. And even if they were just thinking it and there was no action in place, bottom line is that you would have stressed yourself out, cut into your money, cut into your creative ideas, and information is steadily coming to you. And again, with that high priestess energy here, in the cards, that lets me know that someone is highly sensitive to energies, highly sensitive to how you feel. You don't want to affect your health because you got all these downloads coming to you, and they're coming to you crystal clear. Here we have positive affirmations. So positive affirmations, 41 reduces to 5, meaning it's a pivotal point in your life. So develop, some positive affirmations every single day. You wake up, let me say some positive affirmations to myself. And you can even write down the ones I'm about to give you in just a second. About to give you some positive affirmations so that you can say to yourself, if you have some positive affirmation cards, shuffle them every day, just pull one. Speak it out loud, speak it into existence, whatever it is, right? Your number is 21. I am inspiring. You are highly creative with a strong will to succeed. Your imagination is highly charged. It reveals it reveals itself in everything you do, from your sparkling conversation to your most prized projects. So 21 is your number, and here's your affirmation card, awareness. I am whole, I am present, I am where I need to be. I am focused, I am living in the present moment. I am grateful for this life. I release all mental clutter, mental blocks are being cleared. That is what I have for you. Again, use those, like I said, positive affirmations to help you move forward. You got clear messages coming through to you about things from your past where, people are trying to hold things over your head or trying to, but it's really birthed from jealousy. It's really birthed from a very low vibrating jealousy, envy place, people fighting their own demons. And because you've come out of that, meaning that you've climbed up this hill to get out of that energy, Source is saying to you, keep on climbing higher. I got more and more and more double harvest time for you. So you're going to have to leave certain energies behind, especially if they're committed to trying to hang things over your head or try to make you feel some kind of way. That's what I have for you. Some of them are even practicing in some kind of witchcraft. And we're talking about bad witchcraft, right? Somebody like preying on your downfall, finding books and stuff, trying to you put concoctions together to try to hurt you. Again, Sources like, stay as far away from anybody that's practicing bad anything, praying on your downfall instead of praying for you under the guise of prayer. Let me pray for so and so, telling everybody what you're going through, just like, just madness. Anyway, that's what I have for you, Libras, and I'll see you on Sunday. Bye.